Being good person does not depend on your religion, status in life, race, skin, color, political views or culture. It depends on how you treat others. Good morning, my dear students. As we have already studied many things about refraction of light, today let us study some of the important applications of refraction of light. It's a common experience that if you dip a pen or pencil in a glass filled with water, pen or pencil will appear as bending. Or if you drop a coin in a glass and you fill that glass with water, coin will appear to be raised. All those who have not seen these things, experiment them at your home after the class. Now my question is, why does this happen? Obviously due to refraction of light. Let us prove them. All those who do not know the basics about refraction of light, which we have already learned in the previous classes, will not understanding much from this class. So first, make sure that you know the basics. First, let us prove a coin inside water appear to be raised. Let us take an empty glass beaker and place a coin inside it and mark the distance of coin from the top of the beaker as OA. This OA is the real depth of the coin. Now pour water inside the beaker till the point A. Let us mark the separation of medium as PQ. Let us draw an incident ray OA passing through the normal. We know through normal light ray passes undeviated. Mark refracted ray as A dash. Now let us draw another incident ray OB at an angle of incidence is equal to angle I. Please note, light is traveling from water to air, that is denser to rarer medium. So refracted ray will bend away from normal, as you can see. Mark this refracted ray as BC and angle of refraction as angle R. Now if a person look at it or this ray of light fall on the eyes of a person, he will feel that this ray of light appear to come from point I, which is located above the point O. So the coin which was placed at O will appear to be at I, which is at a lesser depth AI than its real depth AO. The depth AI is called as apparent depth. Now let us derive a formula to find the relation between real depth and apparent depth. Let us take the same activity which we have already studied. Here in the diagram, angle of incidence is equal to angle I and angle of refraction is equal to angle R. Look in the diagram, AO and BN dash are parallel lines. So AOB is equal to OBN dash, which is equal to angle I, because they are alternate angles. And CBN is equal to BIA, which is equal to angle R, because they are corresponding angles. We can take two right angled triangles. Number one, triangle BAO, and number two, triangle IAB. And the value of sine is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. You might have studied in mathematics. So in triangle BAO, sine I is equal to BA divided by OB, BA is opposite side and OB is the hypotenuse of triangle BAO. And in triangle IAB, sin R is equal to BA divided by IB. BA is the opposite side and IB is the hypotenuse of triangle IAB. Now according to Snell's law of refraction, refractive index is equal to sin I divided by sin R. Substituting the values, BA divided by OB divided by BA divided by IB, which is equal to IB divided by OB. Now according to the principle of reversibility, refractive index of medium with respect to air is equal to 1 by refractive index of air with respect to medium. Please remember principle of reversibility. So which is equal to 1 divided by IB divided by OB, that is equal to OB divided by IB. Now please listen very carefully. Point B is very close to point A. Only for the clear representation of ray diagram, we have drawn it far away. So OB can be considered as OA and IB can be considered as IA. Therefore, the formula for refractive index of medium with respect to air becomes OA divided by IA. And we know OA is real depth and IA is apparent depth. So refractive index is equal to real depth divided by apparent depth. Let us mark this equation as equation number 1. Or we can change this formula as apparent depth is equal to real depth divided by refractive index. Let us mark this equation as equation number 2. Now let us find shift. Shift means difference between real depth and apparent depth. So shift is equal to real depth minus apparent depth. Mark this equation as equation number 3. Substitute equation number 2 in equation number 3. We get shift is equal to real depth minus real depth divided by refractive index. Taking real depth as common, if we make the formula, shift is equal to real depth multiplied by 1 minus 1 upon refractive index. This shift depends on 3 factors. Number 1, refractive index of the medium. Shift and refractive index are directly proportional. That means higher the refractive index of the medium, more is the shift. Number 2, thickness of the medium. They are directly proportional. Higher the thickness of the medium, more is the shift. Number 3, wavelength or color of light. They are inversely proportional. More wavelength, less shift. And less is the wavelength, more will be the shift. So violet color has more shift and red color has less shift, because red has maximum wavelength and violet has minimum wavelength. Now let us study one more application of refraction of light, that is bending of stick under water. Let us take a stick XP and place inside an empty beaker. Now pour water inside the beaker. Let us draw 2 rays traveling from point P to the separation of medium. As light is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, it will bend away from normal and reach the eye of the observer. Observer feel that this light is coming from a point P dash, which is the virtual image of point P. Thus, the part PO of stick appears to be as P dash O. That means immersed part appears to be raised. Please note some important points. Number 1, if ray of light travels from denser medium to rarer medium, apparent depth will be always lesser than real depth. Number 2, if a ray of light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, apparent depth or height will be more than real depth or real height. Number 3, refractive index of glass is 3/2. So thickness of glass slab appear only 2/3 of its real thickness when it is viewed from air by keeping the eye vertically above the slab. Number 4, refractive index of water is 4/3. So depth of water in the pond appear to be 3/4 of its real depth on seeing it from air. That's why when we stand inside water, our legs appear shorter than the real length. There are other examples of consequences of refraction of light given in the textbook. Read them carefully and understand them. So that is the end of today's class. When you wish good for others, good things come back to you. This is the law of nature. With this thought, let me conclude. Thank you. Have a great day. May God bless you all.